Welcome back, True Seeker. Interesting headline here. Teenage boys are in crisis. The creators of Netflix's Adolescents want adults to pay attention. I talked about this show and what's interesting about the main character being Jamie, which is a sex-neutral name, yesterday if you missed that live stream. But Sweet Lady and I, we had to stop by Home Goods. If you know Home Goods, we had to stop by Home Goods to get a little item yesterday. And I noticed they had a children's book section. And what was really interesting is in the children's book section, there were, again, if you've ever been to Home Goods, it's not exactly a bookstore, but several young children's books. 4 out of the probably 10 different books they had were about young women and empowering young women. Do you know how many books there were for young boys to empower young boys? If you guessed 0, you're right on the money. And of course, this has been a theme in recent years. Some people might say, well, it's about time, but forever, the hero of a Hollywood movie would so often be a man. And for the last 5 or so years, it's been a lot of young female heroes, female action heroes. And again, it's almost like boys are being phased out. And of course, this show, Adolescence, is about a young boy being teased by a girl, causing him to murder her because she's saying he's an incel, which is the kind of guy that'll never get any action. And they learned that from Andrew Tate, the proud pimp and womanizer and sex trafficker, which somehow the mainstream media promotes. And I think that's also a part of the villainizing of men. But when I went up to the cash register, I mentioned to the lady, I said, it's funny that, I guess I'm lucky I have a daughter right now because it's a good time to be a girl. I said, did you guys know you have 0 books about young men empowerment or young boy empowerment, all girls? And the lady goes, hey, tell me about it. I have a young boy and I can't find any books like that for him anywhere. It's all about girls. But yeah, it's so obvious what an agenda it is, right? It's such an agenda. And it probably is a really hard time to be a young boy in the world. And anyway, the point is, this is the way the powers that shouldn't be play with society and cause radical shifts in ideology and create power struggles and all that they do. But especially right now in the battle of the sexes, or you also see a lot of gender reversal ideas in young people. But yeah, I just noticed that yesterday. As a first-time parent, little book section, not a single book to inspire the boys, but 4 out of the 10 were about inspiring the girls. And then also in other news, it's March 22nd. It's old 322, right? Order 322, Skull and Bones. That number has to do with the Templars. The Skull and Bones order gets their symbolism from how the Templars buried their dead. And of course, the Templar cross is in the middle of the Jesuit order's logo. And Pope Francis is the first Jesuit pope. But here we are on 322. And one of the headlines today is that Pope Francis has been discharged from the hospital after he was put there on Valentine's Day, a very Catholic day. I just wanted to remind about 322 and Jesuit history. Remember, the creator of the Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt, was a Jesuit. And he died in history November 18th, 1830. He died on the 322nd day of the year, whereas today is 322. And remember, 322 is a special number to Kabbalah. It ties in with the Tree of Life, which has 3 pillars and 22 paths. And of course, in Genesis 3:22, the Tree of Life is mentioned in tribute to Kabbalah. And that's why Kabbalists will say, if you don't know Kabbalah, you cannot understand the Torah, which are the first 5 books of the Bible that Kabbalah is based in. But again, when the founder of the Illuminati died on November 18th, 1830, he died 201 days after the anniversary of the Illuminati's establishment on May 1st, 201. And remember, in Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice coding numbers into words, order of Illuminati equals 201, like the Jesuit order equals 201, like Jorge Mario Bergoglio equals 201. And that's Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope and the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. And off the top of my head, I can't remember what his official diagnosis of illness was, but we covered this a couple weeks back when they put out the official problem he had, and the name of that problem equated to 201. So again, 201 is a very Jesuit number. It's a very Illuminati number. It's related with 322. Keep in mind, the Holy Bible equates to 201, and then it begins with Genesis and the Genesis 322 thing. But yeah, what a ritual. And with regards to ritual, remember the small way ritual's 45, the big way it's 81. Today's the 81st day of the year. He was hospitalized on Valentine's Day, the 45th day of the year. That means he's also discharged 36 days later, like he was born in 1936, like the Jesuit acronym IHS equals 36. But if you run the alphabetic order in reverse, it equals 45. So just wanted to get caught up on those headlines. And yeah, if you're a young boy out there, don't let the mainstream control your mindset. No matter what they try to do, it's good to be a young man in this world. And I'm sure it's great to be a young lady too. I just speak from experience about being a young man. I always wish I could go back. Then again, I'm still not too old, but ooh, man, being a young man, great memories. All right, that's all for now, Truth Seeker. And Trump's golden era, the Golden Dome. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Until next time, everybody. Have a good day.